And here, you know, all you're worried about is a limo. And you get those guys. Like, if I'm working with him, I want a limo. Dog, you got 8 minutes. You just bombed at the fucking Silver Frog on a Tuesday night. And you want people lose their minds because somebody told them they were funny or whatever. But all that shit, when people rip you off, when you go there was a year that this woman didn't want me in her clubs. And I would call every week for a guest set, and she'd give it to me because she hated me. But I knew I was going to get better from doing those guest sets and showing her that I was better than her. Like, just because she wasn't going to book me, that means I wasn't going to work a room. I'm working your fucking room. Because if you don't put me in there, I'm going to call the bar owner or the club owner and ask him. And he's going to go, why didn't you book Joey Diaz? So,
right.
Well, that day I realized all that shit I did for free in Seattle and Denver. And when I first moved to LA, the people who put me through shit, you know, I was going to fucking, what's that shit town? Remember, what's the road I used to always goof on? The
101?
No, 170.
Oh, the 170. Oh, yeah.
If you go up to Sherman, up to 170, you end up somewhere in some
Sherman
town.
Way.
No, not Sherman Way, a different town, like an hour away.
Okay.
You know how many times I used to drive up there for $20?
Oh, shit.
On a Sunday night when I first moved to LA, A, to get a spot before Mitzi made me a host, A, to do a spot, and B, for the $20, because there was another place on the way home that you stopped and they gave you $25. That place where I went to on Sunday nights for the $20, Lee, I swear to God, it was the only thing to do. I forget where the fuck it was. It wasn't far from LA. They would pack them in on Sunday nights. That was the only thing to do. It was either that and look for Martians. I don't know what they did up there. I forget the name of the town. If you remind me, I'll tell you.
Okay.
And the guy would give you $20 with a straight face. And you had to pay for your own dinner. You know, I remember all those things, Lee. And those are the things that 25 years from now, let me ask you a question. And I know I'm going to get fucking railed for this. I'll name 10 people to you.
Okay.
That get a check every year for them being them. They don't even have to leave their house. Margaret Cho gets a deal every year. She's Korean. They love Margaret Cho so much that they'll say, well, let's get a Korean actress on hold. Give her $250,000 and hold her for the year. You know, every year the networks have a write-off, which means, you know what? Call Lee Syatt in here. We'll do a Jewish musical and we'll see how it goes, whatever. And that's when you're 50. They'll call you in. They know you're not going to write a Jewish musical, but it's going to make you 50 large. You can pay for your insurance. You follow me? So Hollywood always takes care. Sarah Silverman. She's on TV doing a fucking pet show now.
Yeah.
I don't think she wanted to do that, but they called and they said, we think this is a good idea. We're going to give you this type of money. You got to come down and play with pets for an hour. You're not going to take that money. Oh, well, Sarah Silverman's a sellout, bitch. She's been doing it for 30 fucking years. At this point, yeah, because you put that work in. People will call you with the easiest shit, and you'll go, what? And you go, oh, that's for that time. And all these things will come to you.
You feel bad about it?
Huh?
Like you felt bad about it? I don't know why you feel bad about it. Isn't that everyone's goal?
At first, well, it wasn't my goal. You know, I'm Spanish. I like to work. I like to mow lawns. I like to paint houses and drink La Bamba juice. But it bothered me the first 2 or 3 months.
Wow. I'm surprised to hear that.
And then to settle, I had to go 30 fucking years. You know, 10 of those were real. You know, living in a car, living with a stripper in Seattle, fucking living in a basement in Boulder, you know, shoplifting tents and bringing them back. I mean, those 10 years are real. But I was thinking about something, Lee. I left Boulder, Colorado, June 30th of 1995. And before the 10th anniversary, I released The Longest Yard.
Okay.
So it took me 10 years from the time I left Boulder. I already had 5 years under my belt, 4 years of comedy. And before that, I had Spider-Man and Taxi and Analyze That. But for me, it took 10 years to get something that I really wanted. And it was The Longest Yard. It was 14 years in. I was at the right place at the right time. I didn't get it because I was better than anybody. I got it because I made myself funnier for the role, and I got it. Not because I was better. I was at the right place at the right fucking time. It was every other movie I'd gotten, I got killed in the beginning, or it was always some drama. And this is the first time I was going to be in a whole movie.
Right.
10 years just to let comics know. From the time I said, fuck Boston, fuck New York, fuck this, wherever you're living, fuck Oklahoma. It took me another 5 years of struggling. And, LA was not no picnic the first 3 years, sleeping on Ralphie's couches and doing coke. And it wasn't an easy journey.
And didn't you not get booked for the whole time on The Longest Yard? Like you got booked for like a short time and they liked you and kept you on for longer?
Yeah, the contract was like a 4-week contract. And then after the go get him a Diet Coke, that was it.
Yeah, dude, like that's why I can't imagine you feeling bad forever. Because I would imagine you felt pretty bad when you saw people who weren't as funny as you getting opportunities.
Well, every young comic is going to see that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that should make you 20% angry and give you 80% ambition to say to yourself, if he did it, I could do it. And if he did it, I shouldn't be mad at him. He opened up a door for me. Now this lets me know what I want to do.
I try not to be, I guess for me, the word would be jealous. I'm more jealous than angry. I'm not angry at anyone for being successful. But when I see people that I feel like maybe I'm better than or as good as doing other stuff, I'm like, God, I wish that was me.
That's when you have to just focus on your journey and go, fuck it. I got to get as funny as him.
Turn off your TVs, run for your lives. It's over. They didn't put you on this planet just to give up. If Uncle Joey could do it, I could fucking rule the world. That's what you got to be thinking.
Welcome back to church, motherfucker!